Japanese fishing lures are known for their precision craftsmanship, innovative design, and unmatched performance. With a reputation for consistently outfishing their competitors, these lures dominate waters worldwide. Although being at the top of the industry, they can be expensive. This was probably, I think, around $250, if not more. But today, we're taking them out on the river to see if they set the standard for excellence in fishing. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're currently on the Chattahoochee River, which is my favorite place to fish, because today we're going to be testing out some game-changing fishing lures. Now, these lures that I have with me today are, number one, expensive, but number two, they absolutely dominate American waters. So right here I have a box filled with some Japanese fishing lures. You guys know me, I absolutely love my JDM lures. So I went online and spent way too much money on this box right here. This was probably, I think, around $250, if not more, which is crazy because it's not even that big of a box. But guess what? The lures inside of here are absolutely insane, and they just catch fish so easy. So let's go ahead, let's crack this bad boy open, let's get some lures out, let's tie them up, and let's catch a 10-pound bass today, because it's a possibility. So let me go ahead and just break into this box. Look at that, all the way from Japan, and now we're here on American waters, and these lures are going to dominate. So as you guys can tell, there's a lot of stuff in here. So let's just go ahead and let me just give you guys the basics. We got swim baits, we got hard baits, we have topwater baits, and we have soft plastics. So today's goal is to basically make our way through this box right here and throw all kinds of different lures to see which one is the best, which one gets the most bites, and just check out how unique these lures are, because not only do they have unique packaging, but some of these lures are absolutely crazy. I mean, look at this swim bait right here. I'm just gonna give you guys a little peek. Look at that thing. It is beautiful. I mean, they just have so many cool lures, and we have a box full. So we're gonna go ahead, start digging through this thing, find our first bait of the day, tie it up, start tossing it around, and we're gonna try and knock out this box today, because I think everything inside is gonna get bit. So let's go ahead and let's see what we're gonna toss around first. So as you guys can tell, I have a lot of combos on the deck, but it is for good reason, because we have a lot of fishing lures. So as you guys can tell, we have some foggy conditions this morning, and it's very calm, but there's a lot of fish blowing up. So I feel like we should start off with this bait right here, which is a Mega Bass Buzz Bait. Now, I've actually never thrown this, but it looks really good. Just look at the packaging on the back of this thing. I mean, everything is in Japanese. But hey, let's go ahead and let's crack this thing open and see what we're working with, because it looks really good. Look at that thing. Wow. I mean, I think that this buzzbait looks pretty good. I like the color. I like that bigger blade as well. I'm very happy that I bought this thing, even though I think it was around like 20-something dollars. But hey, maybe it'll catch us a big fish. Alrighty, here's our buzzbait. So with this buzzbait, we're basically just tossing it very shallow, up by some structure, up by some rock, and we're just gonna slowly reel it back to the boat. That thing's gonna be making that noise, producing that bubble trail, and that is just a recipe for a big bass. Now, I will just go ahead and tell you guys, I did not spend $300 on this box of lures not to catch a big fish today. So we have to find at least one big one. Ooh, we just had a bite. Ooh, we got some like structure. A big old fallen tree just hanging out of the water right here. Perfect buzzbait territory. Oh, that was so sick. Oh my God, I crushed it. That was crazy. What a sound too. That is the sound you want to hear in the morning time. Just all. That's exactly what it sounded like, actually. Come on, buddy. That's a good fish. Get up here. Oh my God, look at him. Look at the dimensions on him. It's not even that he's a massive fish. I mean, he's just extremely healthy for his size. Look at the buzzbait. Ooh, oh my God, you gotta love it. So I thought, since we're using some different fishing lures that are unique and they work extremely well, let's actually put together a 5-fish limit today and see how good these lures really are. All right, let's get our first fish on the board. Ooh, 2.24. Well, here we are, a 2-pounder to start the morning off. Look at this fish. It is a nice largemouth feeding up for the fall. And hey, that's a nice fish to start the day off. We will definitely take it. And we caught him on top water, which was really cool. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get him back, and we're gonna keep casting. Well, the buzzbait claims its first victim. I'm gonna make a few more casts to feed my buzzbait addiction, and then we're gonna change it up to something else. Okay, let's peek inside of our box here. We just have so many lures. Look at this thing. Does that not look gorgeous? So our next 2 baits are gonna be a spinner bait and this bad boy right here. A beautiful little jointed bait. Just look at the back of this thing. I mean, I think the most fun thing about these Japanese lures is you never know what you're gonna get because you can't even read the packaging. So we'll see, but I know it does say it is slow floating. That's the only thing in English besides joint bait 110. So I'm excited. Let's tie this thing up. All right, well, here goes nothing. Let's see what we're working with our little swim bait right here. The thing I like about this is it's not too big, not too small. It's kind of a perfect size. Wow, it is very nice filling. It actually has different sized hooks. So as you guys can tell, that bottom hook is smaller than the top one, which is pretty weird. This is a cool little lure. I definitely like the looks of it. I think this is gonna be a delicious snack for a early morning bass. All right, let's test the action on this bad boy. See what we're working with here. Oh, wow. Let me just tell you, this swim bait looks really good. This is gonna take no time at all. I mean, it literally has like a wider swim to it, which looks so realistic. Like, it actually looks like a little baby shad swimming around. All right, we are definitely gonna keep casting this, but I also have a spinner bait. It looks really good. It's a all white color, has like a built-in trailer on it. This should work extremely well. We're just gonna toss this up shallow and slowly reel it back to the boat. That's all you need to do. Probably one of my favorite baits to throw on the river, just because it catches so many fish and it also catches good quality fish. Ooh, we're on. There we go. He ate it off the tree. That was sick. That was so sick. Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. Got him on the old spinner bait. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Nothing crazy, but we'll take him. I'm not even going to weigh him. He's not going to contribute to our 5-fish limit, but nice little large. You get the spinner bait bite going. Thank you, buddy. Whoop. Now, I actually just want to show you guys, because I actually think that these Japanese lures are very well made. Although they are expensive, it is for a reason. As you guys can tell, the head of this thing, it is shaped really flat on the bottom, and it slants up. It's almost like a triangle. So whenever this thing's coming through the water, it stays flat. So it swims perfectly. It never turns, it never just rolls over on itself. I mean, it's just a great design, which I think makes these Japanese lures so cool, is because you know that these things are going to swim right, they're going to make the right action, they're going to look good, and they're going to catch fish. But with that being said, let's put the spinnerbait down for a second, and let's grab the swim bait again. See what we can do with this. I'm really excited about this thing. Oh! I was about to say, I really want something to come eat it. Oh, he crushed it. He came off though. That was so cool. Whew. Okay, things could be heating up. Things could be heating up. Oh, 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 I wasn't even paying attention. Oh, we're on. There we go. That was crazy. That was a cool eat. That was super cool. Get up here, buddy. Well, we got one on our little jointed swim bait. That was a cool bite. Seems like the largemouth are out to eat today. That's all we've caught. And we're not even gonna weigh this guy. He doesn't contribute, but hey, he does knock off one of our Japanese lures, and that was a super cool bite. So let's get him back. See you, bud. Appreciate you. I actually really like this swim bait. This thing was sick. So let's see, we have a ton of lures. Like, we've barely made a dent in this box right here. So let's find something else we can toss around here. So in this box, we have another spinnerbait, and this one's actually white and chartreuse. I think this would work really, really good. And you guys know I love throwing the spinnerbait on the river, so this is definitely an option. We have so much in here, it's actually crazy. We also have a jerkbait. Check that thing out. Pretty cool color too. We also have some crankbaits in here. I bought 2 or 3 crankbaits. And then we have a ton of soft baits. I think we're gonna either tie up that jerkbait or the spinnerbait and do some work with that. So we have a few different options for hard baits. We got 2 crankbaits, a jerkbait, and a spinnerbait. So I think we're gonna take this spinnerbait right here, and we're gonna take one of these crankbaits. Let's see, we got like a bigger, deeper diver, and then we have a smaller one. So I think we're gonna rock with the small one. Check this thing out. This is a nice looking spinnerbait. It's actually different from the one that we've already thrown. I mean, just look at the name of this bait. That's pretty much the only thing I can read on there, but I mean, that's right there in your face. Like, you just know it's gonna be a good lure when it's named that. One thing I can say is the attention to detail on these Japanese lures are insane. All right, I think we're gonna start off with the spinnerbait. This white and chartreuse color should be really good. All righty, let's see what we can do with the spinnerbait. Definitely lighter than the other one, wow. Oh, that was sick. Ooh. Got a little too excited. I saw the bite before I felt it, and I set the hook because I was just so amped up. It looked too good. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Could not help myself. Oh, we're on instantly, as soon as I hit the water. Oh, that's a decent one. He'll definitely help out our thing, hopefully. Come on, buddy, get up here. Get up here. I didn't even feel him bite. I just felt the weight. Nice little largemouth. Heck yeah. On the Japanese spinnerbait. Look at that. Okay, he's not even a pound, so maybe we shouldn't weigh him. That's kind of embarrassing. Appreciate you, little largy. See ya. All right, I think what we're about to do is head over to the sunny side because the sun came out. It's burning away our fog, and it seems like it has the fish very active. They're constantly feeding. So I think we're gonna go around and throw around the buzzbait while we have a top water window and see if we can't find some more aggressive, bigger fish. There's a ton of bait over here. Oh, there we go. That's a nice one. Woo, there we go. Finally, we got one. Oh, yes, on the buzzbait. Cannot beat it. Come here, buddy. Come here. Yes, that's a good fish. That's a good spotted bass right there. Heck yeah. Woo. It's a nice chubby one. Let's toss him in there for a second. We'll get a weight on him. Let's keep fishing this wall, though. I feel like it could be pretty good. I usually always have some luck right here, and there's bait fish swimming all over this place, so I think we're gonna be able to get another one. Oh, as soon as I hit the water, we're hooked up. That might be a good one. Wow. Oh, that is a good one. That is a good fish. Gosh, as soon as I hit the water, he crushed it. Okay, not as big as I thought he was, but that is a good fish. Come on, buddy. Come here, get up here. Heck yeah. Add him to the board, baby. Add him to the board. That is a good one. Nothing crazy, but hey, he'll add to our limit. Well, right there we have 2 more fish to add to our total weight. Caught them on the buzzbait. It doesn't get better than that. The Japanese lures are absolutely waxing them, and hopefully we're going to continue to add more pounds, catch bigger fish, because we have found some fish in a good area and they are eating like crazy. All right, let's get them back. Oh, they're mean. They're very mean. Well, you definitely can tell that the fish are feeding up. They're very active. They're very aggressive. Although the sun came out and now it is extremely hot. So I think we're actually about to move to a shaded spot, which is really, really good. And we're going to see what we can do there because we still have a ton of lures left to throw. And I want to tie on something different. All right, we got our little crankbait right here. This is a smaller little crank, but it looks really good. It's got a nice color to it. And everything is in Japanese, so there's no shock there. But the only thing in English is the color, the action, and the name. So that's all you need. All right, so I wanted to change up lures, and I think now is the perfect time to throw around this little crankbait that I rigged up. And this thing is actually $20, which is kind of wild, but I mean, I do love the color pattern on it, and hopefully it's going to catch us a fish over here because we're on this little rock wall, and this can be a really good place to catch a fish on a little crankbait. So I have high hopes. Oh, that's a big one. Oh my God, that's a good fish. Wow, he just hammered. He literally just slurped it. He literally just slurped the crankbait. That's a good fish. That is a really good fish. Holy crap. Nope, don't shake, don't shake. Oh my God, it's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one. Come here, buddy. Come here. No. Nope, you're done. No, you're done. You're done. Get up here. Yes, that's a good fish. That's a good spot. Wow, that is a solid fish right there. Look at that, he's only got one eye. 246. So we have a new biggest spotted bass of the day. Check this guy out. Absolutely turned and slurped in our micro crankbait. I mean, he is a beautiful fish. Look at the colors on him, and he actually only has one eye. He's missing an eye on this side, but a very healthy spotted bass. He is a little beat up. I don't even know what that is, but there's a few markings on him. Maybe it's because he's like scrubbing up against the rocks or something, but hey, nice fish. Got him on the crankbait. The Japanese lures are getting it done. So we're gonna get him back and we're gonna tie up another one because I'm having way too much fun. One of the best jerkbaits on the market. Now, I'm not real sure about this. It is $25 for this bait right here, so it could be a little overrated, but I will tell you guys, I have thrown this thing around and it gets bites, it looks good, and we have it in a really cool color. So I think we're gonna stick with the moving baits. So I think we're gonna throw the jerkbait next. I mean, this thing looks really good. You guys probably recognize this because this is probably the most known Japanese lure that we have here in the States. You can find these pretty much anywhere. And they're also known for being $25. But let me just go ahead and tell you guys, you think that you've seen a lot of colors of these. You haven't seen anything until you go shopping online. It's almost overwhelming. It's like, I don't even know what color to pick. They all look good. And there's so many different options. But I landed on this gold one. Looks pretty good. I think it's going to get the job done. So besides the fact that I just snagged it in a tree, we're not going to worry about it. It's not an expensive lure if you don't snag it within the first 5 casts. All right, so I have ripped around the jerkbait a little bit, and I think I want to throw around a soft plastic because we haven't yet, and it looks like there's some fish on the bottom. So what we need to find here is a color that's going to be able to be seen very easily because the water is super muddy and dark. A worm. Got some crawls, but they're kind of a natural color. We need something bright and dark. We don't really have either. We have these worms right here, but whenever you order on these websites, you really got to look at the sizes because these were supposed to be like way bigger and they are super tiny. But look at this, they actually have like red dye all dripped in them. I don't even know. I think maybe the bellows stick might be our best option. I mean, it's kind of like a darker color. But boy, do I not want to open these. These are the worst smelling lure that you will ever take a whiff of. It's like garlic and it's just nasty. But maybe the fish will like it. So I guess I'm going to bust one open and we're going to rig it up and see if they want a worm. It just hit me. Woo! Yeah, those things are There ain't no, even if they couldn't see this, there's no way they couldn't find it, because they could definitely smell it from 3 miles away. Well, we have the nastiest smelling lure in existence, but I'm hoping that the fish like it. It looks good. I will give it that. Maybe there's going to be some active fish over here. All right, if we don't catch anything over here in this brush piles, this like structure and everything, I think it's over. There's no way we catch one on a plastic. If we can't catch one on a soft plastic on all the structure, I think that we're probably just gonna not throw them, because I think the water is just way too muddy. Oh, is that a fish? That is a fish. We're on. Oh, he came off. No, no, now I have to touch this thing. Ugh. That was weird. I didn't even feel him. He must have been small. Eat it. We're on. Got him. Oh, he just spit it. That was a nice largemouth. Gosh, I gave him so much time. So much time. Oh, good thing these lures are tough. I don't have to touch another one, a fresh one. I gave that fish so much time. That's a fish. We're on. That's a decent one. Woo! Get up here. I knew there was going to be one on the structure. Get up here. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Well, we got one on the Texas rig. That is a good sign. Woo! He annihilated that thing. He wanted the old bellow stick, the nasty smelling lure, and he got it. Well, let's go ahead and get a weight on him. Add him to our total weight here. Let's see. This is our 5th fish that we have on record, so why not see what he weighs? Don't think he's going to be much. It's probably not even a pound, but oh, he's a pound. Not much, but he'll do. Look at that. Thanks, buddy. See ya. Well, the one thing I can say about the bellow stick is obviously they work, but also the packaging is beautiful. I mean, just look at it. Very nice, very clean, stands out. And let's see what else stands out in our box here, because we still have a ton of lures inside of here. Let's see. Maybe we could get something going with this cover crawl. I don't know if it's going to be good for this water clarity. I want to throw it, but I don't know about it. Maybe could go with one of these. That Okeechobee could work. Decisions. I wonder if the green would show up real good. Do Live Beaver. That's an interesting name. So it definitely seems like the way to go today is the moving baits. They are chasing shad. I guess you could say the fall season is upon us. So anything that moves and looks shiny, flashy, puts off some vibration, swims, they are going to eat today. So we actually have a few more hard baits to throw. We have this nice crankbait right here. Look at this thing. This thing is like fully blue with some black with a crazy looking eye. So this should work extremely well, especially with the water being murky. And look at this beautiful blue crankbait. This thing is sick looking. Let's see what the fish think about it. Oh, we're on. We're hooked up on the blue crankbait. There we go. It's a tiny little guy. He might actually spit it right here. Oh. Oh, he did spit it. Perfect. I ain't got to take him off. Let's go. There we go. First fish on our blue crankbait. This thing's actually really cool. It has a nice pattern, and it wobbles really good, and obviously the fish like it. Thank you, little buddy. This is a bigger size crankbait, but that fish crushed it. I mean, look at that thing. It ain't little, that's for sure. I like it, though. The eyes are very unique. It's a unique color. You don't really see a lot of blue crankbaits. They're very interesting looking, but they're good. Well, I think it's time to make a bold move and reach into our box right here and grab a lure that is going to be hit or miss. Now, we just caught a few little fish. I want a bigger fish. So, what am I going to do? I'm going to throw a big swim bait, the big mag draft. We're going to toss this thing around for at least a little bit and see if we maybe can get some action, some follows, and hopefully a big bass. But this thing looks really good. I mean, it's all white. This is also one of those lures that you will see here in the States a lot, but you will not see as many colors as you do online. So let's go ahead and rig this thing up, and let's give her some cast. Alrighty, let's see what the mag draft can do. This thing looks really good. I've thrown it. I've caught a lot of fish on it, but let's see if we can't maybe get a big bite with this thing. All right, let's see what we can do with a big swim bait. my God. Oh my God, jumped on top of it. What was that? Holy crap. That might have been a gar, because there's one right there. I have a feeling that was a gar. Let's check it for teeth marks. Holy crap. When it like took off, it went sideways, so I really do think it was a gar. Alrighty, well, the trolling motor has pretty much cut out for the day. It's done. There's no more juice left in that battery. But let's talk about our box of baits right here, because we had a pretty crazy day. Now, although we didn't find that true big fish that we wanted, we did catch a lot of fish, and the conditions weren't even that great. We've had a lot of rain. The river's real murky. It goes up and down. A bunch of stuff changes, but we still got it done with our expensive Japanese lures. And I honestly would say that they absolutely dominate the waters of America. And I say that for one reason. Whenever you pull these baits out of the packaging, you can tell a lot goes into it. There's a lot of design on the packaging. There's a lot of design on the bait, like things that you don't think about unless you fish all the time. And like the spinner baits. Whenever you sit there and you fish a spinnerbait for a long time, it can like bend out. It won't do the right thing. It'll like turn over on itself. Well, these Japanese ones, you can sit there and crank that handle as fast as you want, and it sits still and goes in a straight line. And it's just strong. They really think about how they're building the things. I mean, everything works, and it works with a plan. Like, it's not just throw it together and sell it. I mean, this stuff is designed to work, catch fish, and although it's expensive, it is a really good thing to buy because they last long and they just straight catch fish. But we got it done today with a lot of lures. I really like the crankbaits. Actually, there wasn't a single thing that I didn't like except for the smell of that worm. It was disgusting. But I had a ton of fun. I absolutely love lures, and getting to see lures that are way far away come here to America and you be able to catch fish as good as we did today is a cool thought. So I'm about to go ahead, get out of here, because I would love to stay and fish, but the trolling motor down there decided to die, but I did run that thing all day long. So I think it was a good day, even though the river is a little weird sometimes. We still crushed them and caught like 8 pounds of like 5 or 6 fish. So pretty good. But if you guys are watching right now, I want you to drop a comment down below of what your favorite lure was and which one you would use. I honestly had a ton of fun with all of them. I think the spinnerbait was probably the juiciest, and then I'd probably go with the crankbaits because we caught some pretty good fish on them. But it's been a long day, so I'm about to go ahead and get out of here. It was a fun day though. We caught some good fish. If you guys enjoyed today's video, make sure to leave a like, and if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Stay fishing.